Welcome back, everyone. This is Thomas Triple T Ty with another new bullish crypto analysis. Before we dig in and take a look at the Bitcoin's daily chart, remember this is for edutainment only and not to be considered as financial advice. Additionally, when you find value at any time during this video, feel free to smash the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comment section or on Twitter. Let's dive in and take a look at some news items that may impact Bitcoin. According to CoinDesk, El Salvador's Bukele shoots down FUD on Bitcoin bond, taking issues with U.S. lawmakers. What this is about a Reuters report saying Bitfinex has been booted from managing the bond sales for El Salvador, and they may be tapping Binance for some assistance with that. And a bill in the U.S. Senate has passed. The bill is basically to quote-unquote protect the U.S. from El Salvador's adoption of Bitcoin. Let me translate that for you. We want to protect our traditional banks and the IMF. And let's see. Next news. The recent bullish movements from Bitcoin and also the some altcoins contributed $5 billion back into the crypto market cap, and that caused a few of the, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, XRP, Cardano, and Solana. Not to mention Luna, added a lot of bullish sentiment to the market, but I would be careful about that because we'll dig in and we'll find out. Russian lawmakers are suggesting the nation could accept Bitcoin for oil payments. I've mentioned this in the past. It would be if Russia denominated oil in Bitcoin instead of USD or Euro, it'd be so bullish for them, because if you go back to when 2012, 2014, and if Russia did that, where would they be today as far as the Bitcoin? So this is a way for Russia to avoid sanction with the current situation. According to Bloomberg Intelligence, spot Bitcoin ETFs could see approval by 2023, and that's mainly due to the a proposed change to the require crypto exchanges to register with the SEC. That critical factor there could open up the door for the long-awaited spot Bitcoin ETF. And if you don't know what an ETF is, it's basically a place where traditional investors can just buy pieces of not actual Bitcoin, but representations of Bitcoin. So that could help more adoption through traditional paths versus I would personally just hold Bitcoin itself. But everyone's different. So with that, let's dive into the Bitcoin's daily chart. And let me get my highlighter on here. And let's take a look from a zoomed out perspective. You can see here's the daily chart on TradingView. Notice the ascending triangle resistance. I sometimes hide this and I sometimes put it back. But I think I'm going to keep it on here until we finish this trend here. This ascending triangle here is a bullish signal. What Bitcoin has been doing is that, ever since, let's see here, middle of January to 12th here, actually earlier, right around here. Bitcoin's been, January the 7th, Bitcoin's been ranging in this triangle. It dropped down, so it was up here, it dropped down here on the way down, it bounced back up to resistance. This resistance line is 44.5, that's shared with the ascending triangle resistance, D31 here. Bounce up, resisted, drop back down, bounce up from this ascending triangle support, bounce up, hit this resistance again, bounce down, bounce back up again, hit resistance, bounce back down, wick down to here on the ascending triangle support, crap sideways for a little bit, bounce up, hit the resistance, bounce down, wick down to this ascending support here, went back up, resisted here at the lower resistance of 42.5K roughly, bounced down, bounced back up, and then right here was in the past, if you saw the past video, this is where the double bottom, the neckline was, resistance, the neckline, which is also the 42.5K, bounce back down, bounce back up, almost hit the ascending triangle resistance, almost wicked to there at 44.5K, and guess what? What are the chances that I'll break down, come back down again? Very high. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times it's not been able to break through this and stay above this ascending triangle resistance line, which is shared by the also one of the resistance, which is so I would be careful being too bullish here because it's chances are it may drop back down again. So that's a zoomed out view. So let's zoom in and take a look at what happened. So Bitcoin went up, tested the resistance here, bounced back down, and it's currently at 43.9K roughly. And it's now right at the top. It wicked above the top of the Bollinger Band. Here's the top, here's the bottom, here's the middle. It wicked above, and the current body, top of the body, is right on the Bollinger Band. That's overbought. That's a signal that's overbought. Look what happened back here. Back here, it hit the top of the Bollinger Band, went down, went back up, went back down. Here, wick to the top of the Bollinger Band, went back down. Here, it touched the top of the Bollinger Band. Guess what? Chances are it might correct. Higher chance that it might correct. So additionally, what's super bullish is this. Let me move this down. Here's this gray band here. That's the bull market support band. And you notice it's descending. So when that's descending and Bitcoin has been rising in the last week, over a week, almost 2 weeks. Almost 2 weeks here. If this is descending, this is ascending, eventually they're going to meet. And guess what? That happened today. So for the first time in a while, as far as a full body, not the wick, the full body of a candle, it finally, since December the 4th, 2021, the full body of a candle finally entered the bull market support band. That's very bullish. If it can hold that, that's pretty cool. So that's really, really cool. Additionally, let's see, the 50-day moving average here is curving back up and is previously acted as support. And so Bitcoin, the current candle, is well above that. But since this is rising, it's going to close in on Bitcoin again. So they'll meet eventually somewhere over here. Down at the indicators, and let's take a look at the KDJ, the white J line of the KDJ. It was going somewhat sideways with a slight incline, and then with today's move, it ascended a little bit more sharply. It was trending up from 88.3 to 101.4, and that's inside the top range. Top range starts at around 80, at 80. So it's inside the top range. Whenever it enters the top range, chances are it'll fall back down. So here it went to the top range, went back down. Here, entered the top range, went back down, and so on and so forth. So it's in the top range now. It's been in the top range since the 17th of March. So it's spent some days here. So sooner or later, it'll drop back down. If you combine these indicators with the Bollinger Band and the movements, it's going to come down soon. So it's a matter of days. I gave that a bullish emoji here. But let's go down to the MACD. The white MACD line continues to rise above the red signal line from 306.1 to 671.6 and prints the 9th consecutive bullish histogram bar. I gave that a bull here too. The red RSI line rose from 56.07 to 61.4, gave that a bull. 61.4, 70 and above is considered overbought. So it's got some wiggle room there to move further up. The Aqua CVD line rose from 1.8112 million to 1.815 million. That's a bull. I need to put an M in there. The white MOM line flipped down from 4,499 to 4,205, and that's bearish. So what's interesting about this indicator is that previously it was still moving up while the other ones would go somewhat sideways, sideways, and then it pretty much predicted Bitcoin's move here. So it was still going up while the other ones were kind of tapering off, but it held, and so Bitcoin continued to move up. The fact that it flipped down now is interesting. So it could be predicting the Bitcoin potential move down, and that matches with the Bollinger Band being overbought here, and also the top of the range of the KDJ over here. So it's really strong possibility Bitcoin is gonna correct in the coming couple days. In summary, Bitcoin could retest 44.5K again, like it did today. If the retest fails, or if it fails from this current retest, it's likely to drop back to 43, then 42 potentially. Max pain, that goes right along with where max pain is. Max pain for tomorrow is at 42K, and that is a very critical day because it has high interest, open interest, and also high decent volume as far as the options, Bitcoin options concerned. And 326, max pain is 43, on 4.1 is 40K, 4.8 is 42K. That gives you an idea of short-term movements for Bitcoin. But these latter dates could be, max pain could change. Let's take a look at the heat map. Here, hit some major sell walls and buy walls. There's no major sell walls up above. Bitcoin has a buy wall here at 41K that just popped in. It got brighter. We got 35K still there. We got 32K, 30K, and 25K. So not much has changed down here. This one's getting brighter here at 41. Next up is the liquidation map. And the cumulative liquidation levels, delta, it's the longs, the difference. So this is an overage of longs, has grown. It was down over here. Now it's up at 4.7 billion on Binance alone. So that's these levels here. So you take the amount of open interest here, subtract it from here. These are the longs, these are the shorts, and that's the overage here. And so highly likely that Bitcoin could move down. 42K is roughly around here. If it moves to 42K max pain, it will clear out these levels, and 43K would be right around here. It will clear out these levels. So these levels are in jeopardy, in my opinion. A chance of it moving up is less because of the indicators we just looked at. Here are some max pain prices so you can see for yourself. This is 25th, 42K. 26th, 43K, April 1st, 40K. And that takes us back to our chart here. And that pretty much wraps up our Bitcoin analysis. I appreciate your time. Feel free to smash the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments or on Twitter. Thanks. I have one more video left to do today, and that's the Ethereum weekly chart analysis. So I'll see you in that video later today. Peace.